Welcome to Bikini Bottom Radio. So let's start. In the hall. Are we... I couldn't think of other things
That was a good one, actually. I'm sorry. I was just not expecting it.
It's been a long day.
I've been thinking about it since the start of the episode that we just watched. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bikini Bottom Radio. I'm your host, Robert, in the hall.
I'm Anthony, in the hall.
I'm Jenny.
In the hall.
There you go.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anthony did his. I thought you were gonna...
We did a thing here. We had a bit.
Why would I do mine?
In
the hall.
Woo! Worst. And we watched Hall Monitor today, season 1, episode 7A. I actually remember it this time because it's actually up on the TV screen still.
Very helpful.
It
was
oh
a great episode.
I forgot how good this episode is.
Oh yeah.
This is another episode I had on my Game Boy Advance, and I would watch it by the light of my Game Boy at night under my blankets. So.
Did you have a Game Boy SP?
No, I just had the Game Boy Advance long ways. It had like an attachment to make it
like have a light on it?
Did you? No, and the Game Boy Advance has a light because it was like revolutionary.
The backlight.
It has a backlight.
Okay,
oh, he's asking if you had like one of those...
but I also did have one of those lights and like a speaker attachment and like...
the Game Boy Advance had so many crazy attachments for it.
I like the Game Boy Advance design better because as an adult, if I try to play a game on my old SP, my hands just it does this. What is this? What am I supposed to do?
For small-handed men.
Anthony sold me his old 3DS
or medium-sized women hands.
Yes.
What?
Anthony sold me his old 3DS, and I still have that problem with that because like
I should have got an XL. Now that I think about it,
Now I think I'm gonna buy like they have like controller grips that you like attach to it. This is way beyond the point.
Wow.
This is the point. What's the point?
What is the point, Robert? We make the rules here.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do make the rules. Welcome to Game Boy Talk.
Game Boy Watch 2019. No, okay.
That'd be pretty cool. Talking about old Game Boy Advance games.
At some point,
we could have like a on screen. We can watch it.
We should do a Twitch stream of old Spongebob games.
Oh, I'm down.
And I have like a dual. It's like Flying Dutchman and
for Game Boy.
Another one for Game Boy. So
those are Game Boy Advance games. I don't know how you'd hook that up to a TV.
Or just emulate.
Oh, we can emulate it. We'll do a live stream of a Battle for Bikini Bottom remaster.
Yeah.
When it comes out. You have to start a Twitch channel. That sounds like a lot of work.
There's also another one where it's like a Nicktoons compilation game where it's like a bunch of Nicktoon characters for DS.
Oh yeah,
but you can play SpongeBob. So
we should do a video game episode.
Let's.
Oh yeah, definitely. That would take some planning though. I'd actually have to play. I don't think
we'd
I've
have to do
many.
actual. I played Curse of the Flying Dutchman or Revenge of the Flying Dutchman so
like
much.
5 games.
I only played Battle for Bikini Bottom.
I'm only good at kid games.
Oh,
adult games are too hard.
You're better with the handheld versions of these games as opposed to the
handheld and older stuff.
Did you have like a console other than like a Wii?
I've only had a Wii and Nintendo 64. We had a PlayStation, but my brother gave it away because
he's the worst.
Oh. He gave it away? He didn't even sell it?
It's like my godbrothers, but it was like a Christmas gift we both got, but he just gave it away for like a PS2 he just hid in his room. So
worst.
Should I cut that out? You calling your brother the worst?
No, you can keep it in.
Okay.
You can keep it, and everyone knows. It's fine.
All right, moving on. Robert,
first appearance of something. I wrote first appearance
of Mrs. Puff.
Oh
no!
Actually, I wrote question mark after it because I'm curious if this episode came before the production of the other. What? Anthony's Google Keep just auto turned on
you somehow made something that you said something that sounded like the Cree word.
I'm curious if this episode was produced before the boating school episode because that first intro it's like Mrs. Puff's boating school
where it like establishes it.
It's like I'm like maybe just because it's early season like it's not well known enough like in the SpongeBob they're like we have to reintroduce this because no one's gonna know he's at boating school.
Some kid's gonna watch it without watching the other.
I don't understand.
Yeah. I need it explained. Maybe. But it's also entirely possible it's out of order. It was probably all made at the same time.
They usually don't always air in... Because the actual first episode of SpongeBob was the first. I'm way off topic. What am I thinking of?
I don't know. No. What are you thinking of? What's going on in that head?
If only we knew.
These are machinations
of
of
my
my mind is an
brain.
enigma.
Yeah, there's some milk spilling in there right now. It's gone sour. It doesn't feel great. When it's announced that SpongeBob's gonna be the hall monitor for the day, just the pencil just like out of his hand.
Squeezes it so hard that it shoots up.
I love that squeaky noise of like every time she calls a name.
Just closer.
And just like, and then like when he finally gets to her, like
it's like a squeaky toy.
Yeah, it's like a
She's
dog
just
toy.
Like, SpongeBob.
Mrs. Puff's hair like comes off her head at one point when she like turns to be like, "What about you, Jimmy?" or whatever.
Oh,
like
comes off.
like it like flies up, like it goes up and down real quick. And I'm like, is she bald? Because she has those curlers on later.
At the end, she has curlers on. Whatever is
I don't
good
know.
for that scene. That's all
I mean,
we
but
care
why
about.
would you curl a wig on your head? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. It sounds like something an old person would do.
How old is Mrs. Puff?
I don't know.
She's a widow, and she's also possibly gone to prison on multiple occasions.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
a hardened
Liz.
criminal.
I mean, because she's
Not
like,
again.
not again.
Like,
I mean,
I-
ominous.
Jenny shared a video in the Bikini Bottom Radio group chat, where it was Bill Fagerbach and Tom Kenny taking like a SpongeBob "Who are you?" quiz on BuzzFeed, and they get to like something about Mrs. Puff, and both of them are just like, "Oh, she's so nice. I love when she's on the episode." Blah blah blah. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
and honestly, the older I get, I think Mrs. Puff might be my favorite character on the show. Like every episode she's in is so good, and she
Yeah, she's a great like side character for sure. She makes it really great.
Well, you know, like there's just a newer episode I just saw where she loses her ability to inflate because SpongeBob, and it's
like I
really,
got into an accident.
yeah, and she lost her like inflation powers, so she can't get like
Big.
inflate.
I can't get big anymore.
And
But it's where
really,
she's
it's,
just all shriveled.
yeah, it's
Ew.
really funny.
I have to see a photo of that later. That's
It's
amazing.
funny.
It's a good episode idea. I'm
Yeah.
surprised I hadn't did that before.
Right? I feel like now that it's been on for so long, they're starting to like focus on some of the side characters more. Whereas like
Wow, you just
Ow.
did the SpongeBob thing. Shot out. Robert just like threw something at Jenny.
It was
somehow.
my pen cap.
Oh.
I was like pushing it up and just flew off the end of my pen. So yeah.
but yeah, I wow.
Why aren't they
Oops.
doing like a side show now? They're doing a spin-off, right?
Are they?
Yeah, there's gonna be. They announced some spin-off show.
About who?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Oh,
forget
wasn't it like about his origins?
Is it still a SpongeBob show?
It's about his origins, though.
I thought that was
like-
going to be a new movie that came out.
I thought it was already-
And there
oh,
was
maybe
gonna
that's
be
what I'm thinking
because there's a
of.
movie coming out about how everyone met, and then there's also going to be a spin-off show
Oh,
about
really?
something else.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm down to watch that.
I mean, we'll do like a series on it once it comes out.
Oh, that
Maybe
would
we
be
can do like
great.
weekly watches and like actually put out weekly episodes or something.
Why?
I don't know why not. People demand content, Jenny.
Do they? Do they really?
Yeah, people will be up in arms if we didn't post on time. We've never done that.
Never.
Ever.
I'm just
Ever.
imagining him holding SpongeBob arms, like I'm up in arms.
Oh.
No? Okay, sorry.
Well, what's the? I don't remember the name of the episode, but the hash slinging slasher.
It's
Night-
don't tell. Dang it, Night Shift.
Yeah,
Night
where
Shift,
he eats.
Because that is one of my favorite
Oh,
episodes.
yeah.
Iconic.
And he's like so terrified, but he's like eating
He's
like
eating
a
Yeah,
his
that's,
hands.
that's what I was
You mean like
bucket
this?
full of hands. Yeah.
Or this? What about this? Or this?
Except I don't
Oh, I
grow
can't wait
back.
till we get to that.
Oh
I can't wait till we get to that.
I love when his eyes scream.
no! Watched that on Halloween last year. It was so good.
Oh yeah, that was a great one.
Um,
All right.
In the hall.
That's exact. I put it in all caps. In the
In
hall.
the hall.
That is such a classic line, and his long-winded speech is so great.
That was my first introduction to Shakespeare, was his speech.
Really?
Oh, because that's that. I was gonna ask.
That was from Julius Caesar, the Friends, Romans, Countrymen. But
Oh,
he
really?
says Friends, students, juvenile delinquents. And I
I,
was
that,
like,
that was one of my notes.
I read Julius Caesar, and I was like, wait, that's what that was from.
That's great.
It was great.
I love the crime
And punishment. Punishment
Punishment
and
and
crime.
crime.
We all at
In
the
the
same
hall.
time quoted that, the second half of that. Punishment and crime, like as this episode went on.
So good.
And then Anthony note, it's weird. I had this thought, and then you said it, that he looks like the Crimson Chin when he's like, the hall monitor.
Yeah, every time he looks so regal. He looks... Whenever he says it, it gets weird. He has a different face every time. Like, his eyes are the same, but everything else is different.
So good.
They have fun. They have fun doing those faces, for sure.
Also,
oh yeah,
the building doesn't look like it has a hull.
No, it's a
like,
one
but like
building.
it's a lighthouse.
In future episodes, it's a huge school that I guess a lot of people, like, I'm sure for kids, they're like, boating school. You can't explain, like, oh, you go for an hour a day. Like, they just made it regular school.
An hour a day, once a week. And well, and I mean, I think it's kind of like they, just manipulate the environment to serve their purpose. How SpongeBob has a garage, or like Squidward has a garden that doesn't appear ever again.
Right.
That sort of thing. So.
Did you guys do?
Let's take the secret
driving
entrance.
school?
I did not. I just took driving school online. I didn't get my license until I was 21.
Yeah, I didn't get mine until I was 19. So
I did take driving school. I had to take my parents wanted me to take the in-person test. You okay there, bud?
Sorry, my laptop's going crazy. It's making really loud noises. So I was just making sure everything's okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You Gucci?
Yeah. We Gucci.
Okay.
I just moved my mic away so it doesn't sound like it's a fan right next to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I got my license when I was 17, I had to do the 6 months of like driving classes, and it sucked because it was at like 7 a.m. on Saturdays, and I was a 17-year-old, which was horrible.
My goodness.
You still have that issue getting up early.
Shut
up. I can't imagine I was 5 years ago.
So bad
Don't-
at it.
Oh, hello, pot. The worst. But yeah, no, like I had to take like actual driving school and like pass tests and stuff, and
That's why I skipped it. I didn't want to do that.
I took the driving school online so I could go to get my permit, but then I didn't really study for it, so I like failed my permit test when I was like 16, and then I just was like, whatever. And I just waited until after I graduated college to get a license.
Yeah, you can just breeze through like an online course and then still take the test. Like that counts. I was like, come on, Mom, come on, Dad, do I really have to go in person? They're like, no, we want you to actually learn something. I'm like, what? Why?
That's true, I didn't learn anything, so they had the right idea.
Oh, well, okay,
Because you actually started driving when you were younger. I didn't,
true.
because you could just guess until you got the correct answers.
And now I'm a great driver.
Sorry, Mom and Dad. Love you guys.
Now I'm a great driver. You okay there?
Choked on some water.
On some bullshit. So.
Hey, you're just giving yourself work there, man. That's a load of barnacles.
There you go.
Watch your language.
I'm still gonna bleep that.
Awesome.
All right.
Continuing.
What was I saying?
What's the next bit?
When he finally finishes a speech and everybody leaves.
Just got those indents in him.
Yeah, he's got the indents, and then he gets really sad because Mrs. Puff says, "Oh, it's over," and he just deflates.
He melts.
He melts into this just. I don't even know.
It's weird.
It's like he's like almost touching the ground on both sides.
It's like SpongeBob. You can wear it home if you want.
She's like, SpongeBob. Like, she says his name really weird there.
And she definitely is thinking of it as she's saying it. Like, am I really gonna? Okay. What have I done?
Man, and then man, SpongeBob makes some really great faces in this episode.
Oh yeah, all
It's
around.
so good.
All around.
It's great. It's funny.
Really just decides to direct traffic. He just is like, this is my job. I'm the hall monitor.
That
I
equals
can handle that equals policeman.
But that's totally a kid thing.
Yeah.
That is like any authority, they're like, police! Like, they just think that that's what it is. Also, like, I guess police would be navigating traffic.
Yeah,
the police would go and direct the traffic.
But yeah, he just thinks, I am in charge. I can do this.
Which he's extremely bad at, but it's a really good sequence when he's just a lot of good physical comedy.
Something that bothered me about that is that there's no open lanes, so no matter what he did, the cars would always crash into each other. Because, like, on all sides, they're all facing into the intersection. There's no, like, empty lanes.
That's true.
That's so true. They're all one ways.
So maybe this wasn't 100% SpongeBob's fault. Maybe
It just happens daily.
Maybe Bikini Bottom just has a bunch of really bad drivers.
Yeah. So, then how come SpongeBob can't get his license? Got you there.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a good driver. I'm just saying
he's the worst of the worst.
He's that bad.
So what the heck was I gonna say? My brain just turned off. Never mind. Go on.
Oh, just the next scene is the Are you enjoying your seaweed medley?
Oh yeah.
That part, literally, until literally this moment when Robert was like, "Oh, he went for a seaweed medley or something." I always thought that the guy's name was Medley. It never occurred to me because he's like, "Went more seaweed medley, deer." I always thought she was saying like Medley deer, like, you know, his name, and then
You didn't really,
deer.
well, it's not like that's a common dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put it together at all whatsoever.
That's funny.
Until right now, and I'm
She says it like
Too
an
old.
old 50s woman.
yeah.
Like,
Dear, would you
Dear.
like some? Someone's in here.
I also like the fact that they actually show like, oh, you know, like they're eating seaweed, which is interesting because you only really see like chum and
yeah.
And-
Krabby Patties and coral bits.
Yeah.
So it's
Coral
interesting to
bits,
see
yeah.
like another
Yeah.
food people would eat there.
So that obviously is what caused him to be the menace. Because he
The
jumps in
open-
the
I'm
window.
the open window maniac.
I mean,
Uh,
that and also probably the fact he
so-
crashed a bunch of cars.
right,
Someone
yeah.
probably complained.
I just like how his first idea is,
Oh,
an open window. Let me
like-
just go stare.
But like, yeah, like regardless of whether or not, clearly it was dumb that he was like, this is how I'll teach them their lesson. Not like knocking on the door and being like, hi.
Close your window.
No, he was like, he looked into an open window. Like, what are you doing?
And I'm going to put on a ski mask, and I'm going to jump in onto their food. Totally normal.
That's
I mean,
bad.
I think SpongeBob kind of operates outside of logic. Like he has his own
This is how things work.
logic. So he's like, no, it's more dangerous that their window's open than it is that someone's breaking into their house and jumping in their food to show them it's open. So,
Yikes.
And they
you
just
know.
run out. So then he stumbles upon Patrick.
Who thinks his ice cream is alive?
Yeah.
When he,
Which
Because
is
that's,
great.
again,
Patrick?
the natural conclusion when somebody yells her name.
Obviously. Also, why is there just like a wall?
Yeah,
there?
what was he on?
He was on like just like a brick
Like-
wall.
Yeah.
That,
He was,
but
like,
like,
sitting at the top of it.
but like, literally, where?
They need. I don't know. They needed to set the gag where he threw it down to SpongeBob, I guess, and it was on his face.
Yeah, and then he jumps down and then continues not being able to see SpongeBob because he's on
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I'm down here, Patrick. Oh, it's great.
Yeah. So then he. Oh,
Then the guy
little-
comes up.
Yeah,
I
well,
was
he's
so
like writing him a
lonely.
ticket on what, just a notebook? Because he was writing on
Oh
something.
yeah.
And then the little newsboy comes up.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Take it, friends.
Arm yourselves with knowledge.
Just that
So
voice,
good.
and it's just obviously Tom Kenny, but
Yeah.
it's perfect,
So good.
and it's great.
Just another little weird thing. They don't ever really address it. Just dude walking by.
SpongeBob is so dumb. He's like, caused traffic accident, open window, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's just reading all the things that he did, and he's like, who could this person
Oh,
be?
yeah.
But in his eyes, he was doing the right thing. He was
Oh,
helping people see that their window was open, and he was successfully directing traffic. So
Oh boy,
that just shows how delusional he is sometimes.
so dumb. I love it. And then you said he looked at the camera again during that
He
scene.
spikes it. He just looks right at it for some reason.
And yeah, I love because when they team up and they're like, we're gonna go out and try to find the maniac.
Yeah.
I love when he puts the ice cream cone in his head and then like he makes like a dunk dunk noise with his eyebrows,
Yeah.
and he does that later when the policemen come along, and it's really funny. It's
And
great.
so they repeatedly get ice cream.
Yeah.
That's the-
Jane and I got ice cream
Which
today.
Hey,
We did.
where'd
But
you go?
It came free with our meal at the
Oh.
place we had lunch at today.
Nice.
Jane didn't like it.
Yeah, it tasted weird.
Oh.
It was free, so I loved it.
But yeah,
Yeah, they repeatedly go and get it. More
It's like,
ice cream.
what does he say? You're a reformed criminal. What does he call Patrick? He says,
you're a former criminal.
You're a former criminal.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny because his criminal act was, I guess, littering ice cream. So that's
Which
what
is-
he
what-
that's what he did as a
biodegradable.
criminal. No, but that's what he did as a criminal was eat ice cream. So of course he's like, let's get more ice cream. That's just kind of funny.
Now what? Just comes back again.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the wee woo. That is. I know we're skipping ahead a little bit, but that is very classic.
Anthony.
That is, I say that all the time.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
turn on your siren. I'll be there soon. Like,
Oh yeah.
but
The one
yeah.
that cops drive up.
But yeah, before that we got an amazing sequence that is probably one of the best when he's meeting with the real cops, voiced by the dude who does Plankton and that Australian guy or whatever.
What?
D. Bradley Baker.
Oh,
he does a lot of side voices on the. I brought this up before. Yeah.
I noticed because we're watching it on Prime. It has all the people. He played one of the people in the school, Jimmy or something. I don't know. I just said it right there. D. Bradley Baker. So he just does a lot of side characters.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, he's like a famous voice actor. I don't think he does any main characters on SpongeBob, but like he does a lot of.
Yeah.
Like, he just comes in and does like side voices.
That makes sense.
But calm down, son. It's just a drawing. That's a meme. Yeah. I've seen that.
Yes. And his screams are so great.
And then the part where it's like, we're gonna show it to you again, and then he just keeps screaming, and then they have these smug look on their faces. They like up down like that. I've seen that as a meme.
It's funny.
Yeah, people like replace it with like something else. Yeah, I've seen that definitely. Have you any trivia?
I just pulled up the thing. So worst.
I actually have an interesting one. When SpongeBob says hall monitor, it's the same music that plays before Sweet Victory in Bang Geeks.
Yes.
So that's actually a pretty interesting one.
That's like actual good trivia.
And Bang Geeks is Bang Geeks the first season? They didn't.
No, that's later.
Why are we doing trivia right now?
I don't know.
More to talk about.
Oh, sorry. I just had a cool one.
That was cool though.
But yeah, I don't remember when
it does
Sweet
sound
Victory
familiar.
was. Yeah.
Hey Jenny, what's that?
Thanks.
Oh, season 2.
Thank you.
Season 2, episode 35.
We've got
a
while.
We'll get there.
While. We'll be here for 10 years before we make it through the first 5 seasons.
No. Okay, so also when the cops are wrapping up talking to Patrick, I love how like the siren matches like how they laugh, because they both like laugh alternatingly like up and down.
Oh,
so, like,
I didn't notice that.
I don't like, for some reason that always stuck in my head whenever I saw that. I'm like, it's so weird because they're like but like they're driving away and like going up and down alternating, and it's really funny. And then of course it goes to the most iconic part of this episode.
Quick SpongeBob! Wait, before that, quick SpongeBob! It's getting dark.
That's the iconic part of the episode.
I have a different iconic part of the episode.
No, that's the most iconic part of the episode.
When it just drops down to. Are you saying like starts the? Okay, I'm dumb.
No, I'm just saying that's like the iconic part where it's like, I think it's getting dark.
So good. That was unexpected. I had forgotten about that part.
It's like I didn't remember it until like 2 seconds before. I'm like, wait, that's about to be like just a curtain drop of like the night.
But then yes, that leads into he's standing there
menacingly. Another meme, another perfect meme.
It's great.
So dumb. They're so dumb.
Also, I have a question. Is it, if I say something about Endgame, is this considered a spoiler, or would it be fine to talk about? Because
we're past.
Okay.
Endgame is out of theaters.
Okay.
I have no dog in that fight. I don't really care.
That whole standing there menacingly thing. When we were watching,
to make that meme.
When we were watching Endgame, we have to make this before we put this episode out.
Yes, we do.
As when we were watching Endgame, there's like a part where Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man all like come and stand and look at Thanos just like sitting there. And then I just whispered to Robert, I was like, he's sitting there menacingly. Because they're like, what's he doing?
Yeah, I laughed in the theater.
So,
you need to just overlay that sound.
Yeah, well, now there's like better screenshots.
We'll
I tried to make
that
the meme like the day after the movie came out,
now.
so it was not. Yeah, so
we'll post it with this episode.
We'll have to meme.
That's amazing. Yeah, just put that in the Instagram
in the second photo.
Yeah.
And then just SpongeBob panicking. He's like, "Run, SpongeBob! That's his maniac shriek!" Like just that whole sequence is so good when he's freaking out. It does not realize
maniac
it's him.
Shriek.
It's him.
And I feel like because he does this again when he calls SpongeBob ugly and stuff, I feel that like Patrick kind of doesn't like SpongeBob. Or he's just really mean and dumb because he's like, he's so like, he's there and he's so menacing and he's so like.
Or when he talks trash about the doodle, he's like, those buck teeth,
exactly.
that dumb bow tie. It's like, Patrick, but it works in you, SpongeBob.
Like he hates the
outside of the
SpongeBob.
Context of SpongeBob, he hates SpongeBob. He hates him.
He does.
That is a weird kind of running gag that I haven't noticed before.
That's awesome.
Like, intentional or not, Patrick doesn't like things about SpongeBob.
Unless it's on SpongeBob, like himself.
Yeah, but he's So
And then-
I just thought that was something
That's
interesting.
funny.
What's that, Patrick? Oh, I was hoping
Was
someone
it-
would finish. Okay.
It's in the mailbox. Sorry.
Dang, I was hoping our telepathy would.
I forgot the line.
It's okay.
You
It's
just,
hot.
You just threw it at me. It's really hot in here. Trying to get through this, I could turn the fan back on.
I only got 4 more notes, and then we can probably
really?
get to our
Only
use.
4 more.
I'm gonna read them as slowly as possible now. He destroys 4 houses.
Just decimates.
Like decimates 4 houses. Like
Godzilla's them.
Yeah.
I like how he's a menace, and then also on top of that he just destroys people's homes.
He's actually like it's not. He didn't do. He was like not harmless in this episode.
It's that point he becomes the menace.
This is how he becomes it.
When he just like was like, huh, this open window maniac is like he's. What does he say? He's like he's kind of handsome or something.
Oh yeah, he's
like that.
not half bad looking for a maniac.
Wait a minute, I'm the maniac.
And just I'll take that as a confession. They all come
When Mrs.
like
Puff
hundreds of cops.
and when Mrs. Puff opens the door, it's like
No, they doesn't open the door.
She opens the thing that makes a door sound effect.
And she just parts the cop seat and it just makes a door sound.
And also I love how when the cops pull up, they pull up like perfectly like one on each corner facing SpongeBob, and then all the cops just perfectly like run in and fill in the space, and it's just.
And if you look at them when it
so
shows
funny.
them all, it's just repeated. It's like 4 cops repeated.
Yeah. But oh man, this is Mrs. Puff's first on-screen jail visit.
Yeah, she's now walked down that life of crime.
She's definitely walked down that life before.
She
This
has
is just the first time. I'm saying this is the first time we
sketchy
see it.
You don't get 6 months. Well, I don't know. What charges does she have put against her? Decimating 4 houses, aiding and abetting this man,
a break-in.
a break-in, and I love how it's just
bunch
again
of crashes.
child logic, because she assumes responsibility for him. She
And
now owns
She
those
goes to
crimes.
jail.
Like
not
No.
SpongeBob.
Not the man who did it. the woman who gave him the hat.
You already served your time, Puff.
Yeah. I love the kid logic. It's just
So good.
and it still works because
Yeah.
you got to get in that mind space.
I laughed like for realsies.
Oh yeah,
during this episode.
yeah. I feel like if I had just watched that episode outside of knowing it, it would have been funny. So yeah, that's Hall Monitor.
All right,
Great episode.
Are we done?
With that, we got to find our most useless trivia.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, also I just have an interesting fact, another one. The music that plays when he's saying his speech is kind of like, what's it called? It's the Pomp and Circumstances,
Oh,
which
okay.
I think is like, like that they play at graduation ceremonies. So I just think that's interesting.
Got it. I've got mine.
Is it that dude's birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
episode premiered on Sean Charmatz's 19th birthday.
Who I looked at, and it's just a dude who's a storyboard writer, which cool, good for him, but I don't think he was working on it.
No,
at that time.
definitely not if he's 19.
Yeah, so what
Did Sean put that up there himself?
Let's look at the edit history.
I
of
follow this guy on Instagram. He's dope.
Really?
He's the one who like draws them like animation cells and then like holds them up in front of his camera. And then he'll like post
puts it
Instagram
in,
video.
like,
he'll
the
put it
world.
like something jumping out of a trash can
Oh,
in
that's
real
cool.
life.
That's cool.
Give him a follow on Instagram.
But again, sorry, Sean, but that's pretty useless.
That's not a great piece of trivia, bro.
Um,
Okay. If you're on the SpongeBob Wikipedia, the Encyclopedia SpongeBobia, I guess is the
that's
SpongeBob
what they call
wiki.
it. Yeah.
In the episode description, there's a screenshot of him as the open window maniac with his feet in the seaweed medley, and just the look on the 2 fishes' faces. It's just like a really funny.
Oh
still.
yeah.
You should just put the picture up on the.
Yeah, that can
On
be.
the
You can
thing.
have multiple photos.
Oh, that's for sure going to be
Yeah.
the one that we post up on for the episode coming out.
Also, there's a really funny photo. Just scroll down when you can see the production art.
Yeah.
It's just of Patrick, like sort of just sitting
Oh,
there on
sitting
top
on
of
the wall.
on the wall, but
but
there's no
there's no
wall.
wall.
So he's just like happily like floating.
That's
I
funny.
love it.
Did we get anything else?
I think that's pretty bad trivia.
That's my submission.
I didn't find anything that was worse than that. I mean, maybe just when SpongeBob's picked to become Hall Monitor, he blasts off in the air similar to Astro Boy. Like, okay.
Ooh,
Sure.
that's actually
It
Why
might be
not?
a reference. I wonder if it's a
Maybe,
reference.
but I just think it's like, who would put that together? Like, okay.
dang that. Anthony, you're the
Q.
who won?
Oh, you. But
Oh,
Q.
yay.
The thing. The organ noise. Future me. There it is. All right.
What organ?
The organ.
noise?
You obviously don't listen to the episodes.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From one of the episodes that we watched, and we decided
when
that was going to be.
SpongeBob got all the questions right on the boating school quiz, there's like a sad like dun 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 noise, but like it just like peters out and it sounds sad. And we did that. I was like, you should
to be
use
fair,
that.
that was like 6 months ago. At this point. But we decided that was going to be the worst trivia sound effect.
Because
I listened
it's
to like
very
2
fitting.
episodes.
Yeah.
I haven't.
All right. Well,
I don't like podcasts.
Doesn't listen to mine.
I stated that when I began.
Multiple times she's made this very clear.
That's very true.
I don't like
yeah.
podcasts.
All right, cool.
I mean,
well,
I love ours, but okay, anyway.
but not enough to listen to it.
Well, I could just
From
watch
a distance.
Netflix instead.
Worst. Well, everybody, that's Hall Monitor. Thanks for listening. This has been Bikini Bottom Radio in the hall. Follow us on Instagram, Bikini Bottom Radio, Twitter, Bikini Bottom Radio. Just search us, you'll find us. And email us at bikinibottomradio@gmail.com. We love fan mail. We've gotten a piece, and it was great.
Yeah, it was pretty
But
nice.
we'd love more.
No, we got 2 pieces.
Oh, did we get 2 pieces?
The one didn't make sense. I think it was in another
Oh,
language.
yeah. What's your favorite mid-80s sketch comedy Canadian show?
Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall! Sorry.
Okay, and then fades
What?
out.
Damn.
That was so dumb.
I had to Google when.